Welcome to BWA TV.
Football fans, trusting you are doing well and blessed of the Lord. You are in good health even after disappointing result from Arsenal. That's drained me for a couple of days now. But now we are back here on BWA TV. My name is Babawell the Pandit, like keep your county favorite pandit. And this is BWA TV. Here we talk about the beautiful game. And we are going to talk who is coming to Arsenal, who is leaving Arsenal in terms of transfer daily. But remember to subscribe, smash the like button, and we take this live to the video to 300 likes. Yes, let's talk about it. And first of all, we congratulate Mikel Arteta for winning the best Premier League manager of the season last season. He won the award, and so what can we say? He is the best manager, and now what we need more are the trophies. And we are talking about trophies. We finished number 2, 2 points adrift of the champions Man City, who won 4 in a row now. Arsenal are interested in a couple of big names outside in terms of Marcus Rashford, Victor Yokaleza, and for me, what we are interested is who. Many names will be mentioned, but you look who are coming to add value and quality to the team. And some of these players I'll just mention to hype their market value. Let's start with Marcus Rashford. What do we really need Marcus Rashford at Arsenal from Man United? Will Man United even sell Marcus Rashford to Arsenal? This is the question that we also should ask ourselves. Are Man United willing to sell Marcus Rashford to Arsenal? And Marcus Rashford, yes, he is good. He has been scoring against Arsenal, particularly even at the Emirates. He has scored in a few goals at the Emirates as well. He is a good person. And he is now he has come to mature. He is in his prime age where he should be giving you 20-25 goals. Last season, but he scored over 20 goals out in this season that he flopped. He was not in his he is, the Marcus Rashford we know, and he did not maybe I guess he managed to get around 8 goals. So Marcus Rashford, he can be a good quality. He can play as an in and out striker, or he can play outside wide, and Martinelli can play the other side of the wing, depending if Bukayo Saka is resting. But now Arsenal need another out-and-out striker in terms of Victor Yokalez. He has been linked with Arsenal. This is another person who is linked with Arsenal. But you look at his statistics, he has been doing great, scoring over 20 goals and that some assists in his Portugal league, and he has been doing very, very well. Now, will you either take Marcus Rashford or will you take Victor Yokalez? Who will you bring to your team? You need somebody who is going to bring you caps, with somebody who is going to give you 20-25 goals a season. Marcus Rashford can give you. Victor Yokalez, you don't know if he is coming to shine at EPL. He once played for Coventry in Championship. But now Arsenal squad is a squad that you really need people to come in. We are going to talk more on transfer daily in our next videos. But let's talk about Arsenal players. We start with because we really need a squad, a depth squad, because of Euros and also in terms of Copa America. We look at Arsenal squad. Both goalkeepers, Aaron Ramsdale and also David Raya, are going with their international teams. David Raya going with Spain, Ramsdale going with England. In terms of back four, William Saliba going with France, Gabriel Magalhaes goes with Brazil, and Kiviol also going. Zinchenko is, I'm not sure, but Kiviol going with Poland. Benjamin White obviously is not going. So in terms of back four, in defensive, in goalkeeper, many of our key players will be going to Europe. And you expect teams like England, teams like Brazil, teams like France to stay deep and to go more deeper in those competitions, those tournaments. And our players also need 2 weeks rest from this international break, international games that they are going to play. That leaves the question: will our players be on their on their fitness. They might go there, get knocks. Will they be fully fit when coming to the next season, even before going to pre-season? This is where we think we need to add more quality in terms of Marcus Rashford, who is not going to Euros as well. He was dropped by Gareth Southgate, England coach. In midfield, Rice will be going. Thomas Partey will be involved in Africa Cup, in World Cup qualification for Ghana. Then you look Jorginho going for Euros with Italy. Odegaard is not going, but you look at that midfield, you see many of Arsenal players will be going. Bukayo Saka as well, front Kai Havertz as well, he'll be going. Martinelli will be going. Jesus will not be going with Brazil. So those players that will be remaining are not the players that we used to depend as our first team players. This is where you're looking at who should we bring to come and bring that needed quality to the Arsenal side in the next season, 2024-2025. And in terms of midfield, we have been linked with many players. In terms of Zubamendi, in terms of Bruno Guimaraes of Newcastle, De Jong of Barcelona, we have been linked with such big names. And you look who is coming to bring the quality. Bruno Guimaraes is very good for me. He can take the ball. He can play as 8. He can play as 6. And this is when you need to play in double pivot in terms of Declan Rice can sit. Bruno Guimaraes can go. You can play Bruno Guimaraes as 6 and maybe Thomas Partey. If it is a big if, he'll not be going and he'll still be at Arsenal in the next season. Bruno Guimaraes is good, but I have an issue with him in discipline. He gets some unnecessary yellow cards. This is something that Mikel needs to deal with him if he comes to Arsenal next and be with Arsenal next season. Defense, we really need as left back. Kiviol can play as left back. Tomiyasu can play as left back, and also Timber can play as left back. Zinchenko as left back. But if you're not going to, you don't have depth to play in that midfield. I look at Zinchenko, the way he plays for Ukraine. You'll think Mikel might invert Zinchenko as a left back, but as a midfield, that leave as left back without any natural left back. So this is where we need a natural left back, and Hunter has been linked with Arsenal as well. We don't know much about him. We are trying to follow what maybe Romano or David Austin will be telling us, but I don't know much about him. But if it's somebody coming to Arsenal, we have to believe in Mikel and Edu and know this guy is really good. So also tell me in the comment section who you think will come and add quality to Arsenal's side. Remember, many of our players are going to Euros. Many of our players will be involved in Africa Cup of Nations, Africa World Cup qualifications. Also, many of Arsenal players will be involved in Copa America tournament that will be taken on also in Euros as well. Many of the players that some of the players that I want Arsenal to sell. This we are going, our next episode we are going to do a keep bench or sell episode. We are going to have a live in the later in the hours. But some of the players, just to tell you, some of the players that I think Arsenal should release and maybe sell. Nketiah, he is at 25 years. Arsenal have given him chance after chance after chance. I feel he has not proved to be a prolific striker. No disrespect to him, but I feel it's time for him to go. Maybe in terms of he can go to places like Southampton or even Everton. He can go there and try to fight his calling boats in those maybe mid-table teams. I think he can do better there. Nelson, it hurts for me to see Nelson leaving. It's really hard to see Nelson leaving, but at his age, I think it's time for him to say he needs first team football. Smith Rowe is another one that might maybe be hurting some Arsenal fans, but I think he should be going. But we remember we also have to look financial player, homegrown players. And also the one that also I think Arsenal should be released is Pablo Vieira. Maybe it's time for he just only had few games last season and his second season, so it's tough for me to say this, but I would release Pablo Vieira depending if you are bringing in another midfield and also another attacking midfield. Remember, Mohamed El Nene is leaving, Cedric Suarez is leaving as well. They are leaving as free agents, so you must bring somebody to cover that. And remember, we have many games next season. Champions League, we have plus 4 games, 2 or 4 games to add on. Remember, the formation has changed. We have more teams in next season's Champions League, so I think we need to add more depth in the squad, in terms of when someone is missing, you don't feel that you are missing a big gap to replace the other. And we need a striker, we need a winger, we need a midfielder, and also we need a left back, and also in our goalkeeping position. This is a topic we are going to talk in our next episode about goalkeeping. If Aaron Ramsdale is going, and rumors has it that he is going to Newcastle. If he is going, who do you bring as your backup goalkeeper? Because David Ryle has established himself as the first choice Mikel Arteta a goalkeeper. That is that, guys. We shall continue on our next episode and see who is coming, who is going, and also what you think of Aaron Ramsdale, what you think of in terms of out center forward. Do you really need another striker? We scored over many goals last season without a recognized center forward. Do you really need another one? Yes, for me, we need a recognized center forward. Yes. My name is Baba the Pandit. Like, keep your county favorite Pandit. And this is BWA TV. And as always, we are the Gunners.